Now wait a Diddy fried platinum cheesecake minute. I just saw that Chopper, aka Diddy Jr., aka Young Chopsticks, just did an interview talking about a bet that they had with each other about sleeping with my girl Sarah Stokes, aka the woman of my dreams growing up. Allegedly, him and Freddie P had a bet of some sort regarding Fred getting in her bed sheets and rolling around for a night. And from his mouth, apparently Fred fulfilled that bet? I'm trying to figure out this equation and the math isn't adding up. But first play my damn intro. Okay, cut the music. You mean to tell me that the same guy that sat in front of other grown-ass men and women that anyone could barely understand because of his accent and speech issues? The same guy who quit over the phone during their last meeting. The one who went to Diddy to quit rap because he was burning out after one album. The same guy that infamously fell asleep during one of Diddy's bitching sessions when the group kept fucking up and he revoked their studio time like a disobedient kid getting his PlayStation taken out of his room because he kept getting into trouble. The same one that had the disgusting habit of sucking his thumb. That guy? The same guy that once had a confrontation with the same woman that he allegedly slept with and then turned around and said that he would do something violent to her husband. But then when he actually showed up, he had nothing to say to that man and was dabbing him up like they were best damn friends? Are you seriously trying to convince me that that man crawled into the same bedroom with Miss Stokes and did what he did? With that woman, psychotic, demanding, controlling, and abusive husband constantly in the way? Sarah's husband was on the phone with her all the damn time, so where in the world did she find time to bump uglies with Fred? If she wasn't crying about missing her abusive, destructive husband, she was crying about missing her kids, or she was crying about them, smoking around her all the time, or not having anything to contribute to the actual album. I guess the collaborations between the five of them must have had some type of benefit for her to find time to give Fred any attention. I don't mean to sound disrespectful, but you have to remember something. Old Tall Chopsticks was too busy trying to get into Bab's pants thinking that that woman actually wanted to date his immature, obnoxious ass. Bad Bunny did not give two shits about Chopper and made that known on more than one occasion, even though she innocently flirted with him just to see his ignorant ass run around like a chicken with his head cut off. Let's also not forget the time that this fool decided to go running through a hotel simply because they were on TV, and he crashed into some white people convention, and they kicked them out of the hotel for running around like a jackass. Long story short, I don't believe any of that shit that he's talking about. When it pertains to other members of the band, do I believe that Diddy had some type of obsession with Sarah? Absolutely, I do. If you follow the timeline, everything is very suspicious with some of the things that she was dealing with during filming of the show. I'm sorry, but I called bull. Yellowstone bull, Angus beef bull, El Toro Loco bull, especially considering Chop Chop is the same guy who got convicted of the same charge that the deer is currently facing. You're gonna have to come with some evidence or some type of receipts before we believe your nasty ass, sir. P.S. I am aware that earlier in my video I made a reference to only 5 people being part of the group. That was done intentionally because, as we all know, Dayon's ass wasn't around long enough for him to actually put anything memorable on any one of their records.